wants to share with you. I don't see it, but right there in my mirror, and I from window there is the eggs thrown out. Somebody is unhappy, whoever that might be. That's their problem. They have issues within themselves, not within me. So, we are here to talk about some other things, not talking about somebody's kids' games. Anyway, we're here to talk about something important. Actually, it's called time slips and what the time slips are for and what the things are. So, we're going to leave this energy out there. That's going to stay out of the way for it. Hi, Crystalline. Hopefully, you're getting better. Hopefully, I send you some energies out to heal and to be better from within you, and I appreciate it that you reach out for it. Hopefully, your throat chakra is better right now, and I'm glad to see you here. So, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, with that being said, I want to recognize the people who's coming into the chat. That is a Purity Passion, Margaret, Ray of Light, Crystalline, Josh. Thanks for updating me that there is improvement, Crystalline. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for this, and I appreciate all for this. So, time slips. What is the time slips? Let me just close my other door. So, hi CF, thank you for having me here. We'll focus on the positive things here. So, leave this stuff that the way. We're here to learn things, to get things, and to go to the right things. So, time slips. Okay. So, that was a suggestion that came in from Diana for it. Hey, Crystalline, thanks for the. Appreciate really your super chat, and thank you for everything here. So, what is a time slip? Time slip in esoterics is the term where the time is changing through a supernatural forces. That is a time slips that coming in, and they get expansion or shrinking within time. This could be a portals that are opened between the different places. This could be a time slip also within your consciousness where you travel through time. Time slip, actually, if you look at it, is one of the keys to go ahead and look at it. The um, Akashic records is because you travel within time in order to get and access this situations, to access these energies out there. So, looking at from within you, why would you be interested in a time slips? What is your purpose of using the time slips? The time slips can take your attentions away from the reality, but in the positive way, if you need it in your life. If you need it in your current lifetime timeline, we're talking about the time slip is actually helps you to go ahead and reach the things from within you. Okay, that is a when you review things from the past. That's when you see things from the past. You maybe see things from a past life perspective. You may see the things from within you. Actually, the time slip, it's a quantum effect. That is the effect of the donut that it's created by the gravitation for you. So I'm going to draw you here so you can understand it and how the timelines are. Okay. We did that drawing a long time ago, but since you guys wanted, that's what we are discussing here. So, okay. So those are your timelines. This is from the top one. It's your current timeline, okay, and that is a past or alternative. Okay, take it as you resonate from within you. The gravitation, actually, the way it works is a big donut. Okay. So the energy comes in like this. That's what the gravitation is. It's the energy flows and the energies come out. But it stays within the gravitational field and recycle over and over. So the time slips, the way it occurs, the time slip. Okay, just adjusting things for it. There we go. So the time slips occurs when this gravitation field, it has something to do with change. Something needs to be adjusted, something needs to be changed. And right in here, these timelines can merge. They can kind of like coming together. It can jump from one timeline to another, to a third one, or coming out of this timeline and totally have a different experience. There has been a data out there for it. Hey, Juliana, thanks for coming in. I appreciate seeing you here. And this, um, uh, yes, good morning to you. And this timelines, if you understand and looking at from within you, this time slips, they've been recorded. There is a lot of the time slips recorded through the earth, like someone goes somewhere and then they don't remember how they got there. They have no memories of how they got, or they were just moved to one place to another, or there is the events that they happened that they have no memory of at all. Some of those time slips they are explained with a uh, there was a aeroplane that came in and landed in the United States. I believe that was a flight of Pan Am. I believe was that they landed and it was totally different timeline because they were totally different situations. I think that was one of those disturbing things. Something about England. There was a showing up a timelines and some of the events from within your life. You, as a spiritual person, as a twin flame, you're probably experiencing timeline jumps within your consciousness. And this consciousness is about you review past lives. You review a past situations. You review a past lookups from within you, and they can be coming to the front a dreams, a vibrations, a situations. They can come from within your life and you see them. But the question is why? Why they appear to you? If you're calling them, that's mean you trying something. If you kind of like using the meditations, some of you on the time slip for you, that is a uh, past life regressions, because the past life regressions, those are the time slips. Someone who knows how to open up and send you back within a time slip. But the question is, why do you go there? Are you going there because you want to know things from your ego, you need to think on it, or you want to understand something? Because if it's meant for you to experience something from your past life, if you it's meant something for you to get into this time slip from within your own self, you will be into these situations, into these positions. You need to understand that a time slip, if you're using it for help, it will come to you. But if you're using it so you can understand things, you might be getting stuck into past or alternative timeline slip. And that is one of the things that I see that some of the people I've been talking to, and they're like, well, in a past life, I did this and this, and they continue staying in there. Emotionally, they blame their current lifetime, they're blaming the current life situation about what happened in the past. And they cannot live in the current situations, they cannot live in the current lifetime because of this. This slip, okay, it has a phenomenon, or it's something that if it has to happen to you, it will happen to you. Some of the energy gravitations through the earth, there's been known like a portals for it. Once in a while, the gravitation on the earth create these portals. If you're meant to be, if you need to be, if you have to be involved in this supernatural time slip, you will. Okay? Time slip is also when you escape. You escape the current reality and you trying to figure it out somewhere, someplace in a different timeline. This is like I need to see, I need to go. I can't live here anymore. I don't want to be any other place. Hey Diego, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for being here. For and now within this timeline slip, you slipping away. For sometimes you can create things that you weren't created from before, from situations that you were from within you. So, with that being said, is looking within you. Why would you know be interesting within a time slips or time alternation? Because sometimes the ego wants to use the knowledge of the time slip or the time lines for you to do something in the current. Okay, you need to understand that within the soul, within the divine purposes. Hi, Diamond B. Great to have you here. I appreciate our talk yesterday, and thank you for the words that you said. And thank you so much for, because within the time slips, okay, if you're there for a divine purpose, they will come into you. They will create it somehow, some way, in some situations for it. Hi, Victor. Thank you for coming in to the chat. And yes, thank you. And you need to understand that everything has its divine purpose, even the time slips, but they have to be used properly, not abused for it. Some people wants to go back in time and understand situations, to understand things. For some, though, they want to travel within the future timelines. They want to escape from this. They want to know the future. They want to look at even within their future lifetime. If you asking the divine is like, please reveal me what I'm going to be in my future lifetime, you will know. They will tell you. You will know your mission. A pretty good book that you need to understand this. I'm giving you the book now. That is it from Richard Bach, B-A-C-H. It's called One. You to understand that you're one within all timelines, but using the timelines for what? Okay, there is a lot of hidden knowledge within that book about timelines, but through the esoteric and within the spirituality, okay, you got to understand every tool that it's out there, everything that it's used out there, it is about one thing: you to get divine help for it. When you need it, it's going to come to you. When it's acquired, it will come to you. Okay? But when you begin to look for it, when you want to use the tools, then it turns to a disaster. This is spoken to some of the people who's been there. They continue to get and blame some outside timelines for what their current timelines are. Okay? The time slips, even some of the people within the twin flames, they're looking at for these time slips. People looking at for out of desperation state to be with their twin flame. They trying everything under the sun that exists. They trying every tools. And guess what? The tools doesn't work. Why? They backfired. Why did they backfire? Because it's missing the truth. Okay? It's missing the truth. The universe created the timelines. Within the universe, there's a timelines. Within the whole process of this, there is a timelines. And you recycle your experiences. You are doing it all this. That's what's coming in into the pipeline within the gravitations. That's what's coming out. You need to understand that this is the model of creation. Okay? I want you to picture here that this is a pipe of water. All right? So if you put in a little drip of water, a little bit drip of water you're going to receive. If you're putting more water in here, the more water is going to come towards you. Whatever you do in your lifetime, that's what comes in. And it's based out of all this pipeline. The pipeline, it's very used with a lot of business models because right there, they showing up the energy of success. Most of the business owners, they work 10, 12, 13 hours a day because they are successful in a business. Most spiritual workers, they are 10, 12 hours of work. That's what they do for it. That's what it's coming in from within you. The question from in you is, why would you want this pipeline here to have a hose and that water escapes through? And now you're sitting in this hose and you're wondering why you don't have that water here when you put it in. Why this energy that you put in here is not here. Why you don't get your results for it. You don't get your results because you're stuck here. This could be even alternative lifetime that you created within yourself, within your mind, that you're in some place, somewhere, different dimensions and different things and different situations. I'm not talking about using the 3, 4, and 5D dimensions and you escaping through it. Your water is escaped through there. No. I'm talking from within you. When you build your internal world, there is a additional internal world from within you that creates a duality from within you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to it, because you can have a time sleep from within you. That could be coming in is like you don't know what to build. You don't know what to work on it. You're expecting something else to be built from within. And that can comes in with the duality and the fights from within. Some people said that this could be your ego for it, but the ego is different. The ego's got a different purpose, not like that, connecting with the time slips. However, your ego can use the time slips for anything from manifestations to meditations to seek things, for manipulations to understand things behind the veil. Yeah, but the veil, it's controlled by the divine. And now you're trying to go behind the veil. You can't. The divine is not going to allow you. The divine is not going to prevent you. Even if you go to a past life for regressions and you're trying to do something in there, all of a sudden it stops. If you go to um, a case or situations or wherever that might be from within you as a spirituality, what are you going and getting in there? Look from within you why you want to do all this time slip. Okay, time sleep is only used on a certain times within the divine. They can open up the veil for you because you have to go and see behind the veil. Because you have to. That is your purpose to see it. They are uncovering the truth for you right in the front of you because you are worth it to see it. They see you are not doing anything with this. You're not manipulating the timelines. Some people trying to go ahead and manipulate the current timeline by looking at within the others what they did. You cannot manipulate this. This is manipulations of the future. You're creating an event that they're gonna have effect over the future the way it's designed. That's what the situation is with this. Some people trying to get to this energy so they can do a time travel. Well, we have a hi Valley home. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for glad to see you here. Some of the people trying to whatever they want to do to have this travel possible and to go ahead and do all kinds of things. All right, and all the movies and all the even in all the books that says like you go in there within the timelines. You if you go into the past, for example, and you're changing the past and then you go back into the future, you'll find different future, not the one that you left. Okay, I mean we're talking about like you go from Stargate SG1, you're talking about from Charmed, you're talking about from Back to the Future, we're talking about of a lot of events. Okay, you it's been given it to you. Question is why you're doing it. Some people are trying hard to do. They're trying to put energy, they try to put times, they want to try to get everything and understand the secret knowledge. The knowledge is powerful too, but what are you using it for? And I'm so happy of Diana. I didn't see her here about the time slips. No idea why, but she probably has her own things for. MD Block, hello. Thank you for coming in the chat. For and still, this is not a something you want to mess with, but it's something that you need to understand. You are here now at this present time because you have to be here at this present time. Some of you maybe find out in the news cycle you can't look anymore at the future. Why? Because of the power of the truth of the presence of here and now. That is the almighty present within you. The mighty present that understand and value the current time and whatever is. The mighty you, okay, that now understands that if something has to be revealed to me, it will be revealed to me. If something has to know, I will be let know. but I'm going to cooperate with the divine to be revealed within me. Some of the divine situations, some of these time slips for it, they are created by this gravity. That's what you are. You're part of this energy, a part of this gravity. And since you're energy, okay, you follow the rules of the gravity. The way the gravity is, the gravity controls the movement. The gravity controls everything, the whole universe. And if you look at here, if you would picture this line right here, I'm gonna kind of like make it up. And this is the Milky Way. You're somewhere around here, but you're spinning, you're turning within the sun. If you look this from this top view, that's what you're going to see. We're somewhere right here on that position. And you're trying to go from this place to another. Why? You're trying to go back into the magnetic field of the gravitation, but you're trying to overcome the gravitation. You're fighting on gravitation. You don't fight anything. But if the gravitation is telling, I want to go into the Milky Way, I want to go here at the solar system, I want to go to the earth, I want to find this person, and I have to give him this. Then what happens is the gravitation changes. Okay? Now that donut has a bigger hole, and that gravitation spike of energy comes to you. And then that energy is changed. Is that specifically for you? Maybe. But only if he has to. Only if he meant to. Not because you're trying to force into it. Some people want to use everything under the sun so they can be under control. You're clothing some of it for. You're still looking for what's causing this time loop, because people wants to know how they can travel through time. Why we want to travel through time? You want to see if you're going to be with your twin flame, or you want to see the past, what happened between you and your twin flame. If you need to know, it's going to be told you. So it all depends of what you want. All right, purity, passion. What if your twin is trying to sabotage your timeline with carving just for funsies? That is a kid's game, purity, passion. Okay. Have you seen the kids of the daycare? All right. I'm not going to be playing with John. I'm going to go play with Sam. But you go ahead and turn your head and always looking toward John, right? Just to make them jealous. And you develop that jealousy from within you, and now you're 40 or whatever is your age, maybe 25 or whatever the case is, and you're still playing the same game. Best advice on this: let them figure it out that this is pointless. I mean, it's the same thing like all the other energies. I mean, for example, like chasing you or stalking you. Let me tell you, the best thing for stalking, all right, if someone stalk you online, you actually have everything open. You have open your Facebook, you're all open and authentic, you're open in the YouTube, you're open up on all the social medias. Let them chase. Let them chase the authenticity, because they want to be authentic like you. So this is how you look at it for it. They hack me. What are they going to hack you? What are they trying to hack you for? So, for follow me to your family events. Well, purity. Let it be. It is. And it's all it is. And they are going to learn that over the time. that's not going to really matter. Just a waste time of energy and effort for something that's not even worth it. Maybe even backfire on it. So I will take it easy with that, really. And if I was you, purity passion, maybe move far, far, far away. Not another galaxy, though. For we are not there yet. So go someplace. Go build new life. Go do things for it. Okay, go. Just get it. All right. It's their loss, you know, because of something it's internally from within them. Probably they still love you, but they don't have fear to admit that they do. For they are mad at you because of you don't love them the way they demanding to love you. They're trying to control love, demand love, or something. For yeah, you eventually purity. Yeah, eventually, this type of relationships they lead to that point. There sooner or later it comes in for it. It is what it is. So yeah, he's too busy with karmics to explore. You know, if he has purity, let me be clear with one thing with you. For if he's got energy of you within him, okay, energies of you and him, any astral projections, any energy projections, any magic or anything out of that sort of thing, for is going to be backfiring him because your energy is in you. Anything against you affects and backfires on. So that's what that is. So trying to shift timelines. Why? What is that all about? Just drop down energy. We need the inner peace here. We are here for understanding the truth, living in the inner peace. Because guess what? There's a big force out there. It's called gravity. Wherever they put it into that pipeline, that's what's going to come out of that pipeline. That's what this is. So, yes, it's divine gravity. We are just an energy. Can we control the gravity? Nope. But we can help the universe to create a better gravity by we become a better energy. Get it? That's what we're here. We're here to be a better energy. We're here to be more powerful, more happy, and so on. Those who doesn't understand energy, and they have to go look at Monster Inc.'s form. All right. Anybody else has some questions? I'm about to take in for it. Yes, exactly. Working with God. For hopefully you understand it, that these time slips, okay, and the gravitations and the laws and so on, for it, you need to understand that they are very simple to understand while you understand you. Because looking at in this, what are your thoughts on the fantasy video games? Crystal, yes, fantasy video games. For it, even especially lately, that's the we're talking about the mm, mm, somebody gamer help me out here. Um, for those are the games where they put you in like a indifferent reality, okay, and you can spend hours and hours being there simply because you're living there. you're creating that reality for it. But let me remind you something about the danger that the Japanese gaming industry issued. There was a games where the people want family within a virtual reality. There you go, the virtual reality games. Okay, and now with this in this virtual reality, learning about kids and the family, how to take care of babies and everything. One of the families actually was so obsessed with being the alternative reality, their actual kid passed away. They forgot to take care of the actual living human being because of this reality that they play the games on it. You maybe research it, my words, you will understand the time for it. But that is actually escape. That is like you creating a time slip to go out there and slip for it. So yeah, I also am a gamer. I played games for a very long time, very long time. I learned that. I'm giving you an advice as a gamer because I wasn't happy in my family life. All I wondering is playing my character when I'm back home because that was my escape, not to dealing with the reality of the issue in the family. But learning through the video games can help you, but doing within the proper situations, doing in the proper timing, okay? Doing in the right things from. I used to play a multiplayer games over the internet. I used to be successful in there and things like this. And when I find out that I was wasting my lifetime and energy for it, all went down the hill, all drops out for it. Somehow, some way, you learn it for. So I'm still interested in my twin flame, but he's still 3D, but I'm 5D awoke and already know my path. Why I'm here, so I'm running away from soulmates instead of to do job. Will be wrong. Doing your job on you. It was a very good story was shared today. I was at the coffee shop for. Okay, it's a story between the people who work in the hospital. The one is not happy, the other one is not happy either. And all of a sudden, last night, the one person confessed everything to the other. And it said, I'm going to be doing this with you. But are we going to a time slip when we're running away from divine connection? Do you think that the gravity spend time and energy on you to become a twin flame, you to become this awakening person, and you're not doing anything? What was the gravity will be happy with? What is the universe going to be happy with it? What will be wrong? Pilot, in that point. Okay? Don't look at him that he's in 3D. Mm-mm. Let him be. The gravity told them, they give them the energies, the times, and the efforts they need to do. What they did with it, that's a whole another story. For so, yeah. All right. Don't be so much focused on that he is in 3D because he's going to pull you down to the 3D instead of you pull him up into the 5D. Pull him up with who you are, true within your own self. Okay? It's going to be good for you. Skyrim. Oh, God, that game. Oh, yeah. Character and power up. There is also Star Citizen where you can live in space and buy ships for real money. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Division 2. There you go. The gamers. Yeah. All right. Hey, gosh. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I've been watching it firsthand, and he's pretty tuned into it. My time out is time to learn. Yes, Josh, it is. Crystal, the truth. Exactly. You gotta face the truth, though. You gotta face the truth within everything and everything there is. We talked about before jumping timelines for it. When it was the circle of Stonehenge, it was magical, like stood still in a different reality. Ray of light, yeah, there is something with the Stonehenge in there. A lot of people been using this for, but there is a lot of findings like this from um, in energies that it's all over similar to this for. Uh, Sometimes I believe that the Stonehenge has something to do with the sun, and they were looking at things from within there. It has something to do with the stones and lights. You need to understand the stone and lights and pointing certain things. That was the first creations of how the people were looking at through different situations. For I personally haven't been so much within Stonehenge. I think it's not an energy I'm attaching myself into. More interesting, and like for example, uh, there is a church in Rome. It's very close towards Termini in Italia. Okay, Italia. For it, that is a hall. There is an up in the corner, and within that church, down on the floor, is the zodiac signs and all the energy. And there is a point of time that there is a light that goes in through the bottom and points out all this. There was a more halls up in the hall, but things have been changed. But the astrology sign lines is there. The name of the church is Santa Maria de Angeli. So yes, there is a lot of things that we're supposed to know, but we don't. We're just reminding ourselves what that is for. And one of the time slips is this, to remind ourselves who we are, what we are for. But don't distort timelines. That is a one thing. You should stay away from it. Period. Any more questions? And what are you guys going to think about, talk about tomorrow? I know the energies, by the way, are very intense. Even yesterday, I was supposed to deal with some of the clients. I couldn't. The energies are going back and review all the retrogrades. And I know some of you don't feel very well because specifically within the new cycle, we're missing that growth that happened. We're missing the inner peace. We're missing the crystal energies. No, we don't. We're actually reviewing the old stuff with everybody. That's the gravity from within us. And we are here to get that gravity that was and the time that we evolve to help the people. It's like chill, relax. It's a bad times. You're going to go through it. You're going to get better. You're going to get improved. You're going to believe within you. You're going to be changing from within your own self and so on. Okay? You understand what I'm trying to say down to you. If you're in the new cycle, you will be tested your powers now. How strong you are, how powerful you are, how you stay in your truth. You're going to relieve again this time slip in different way though. The retrogrades are kind of like a time slips as well, but they're created by the gravity. We think that it's retrograde planets, but that is the energy of our point of where the location of the earth is and how that energy is affecting us. Because on the one side is a pull, and the other one is push. Okay, so this is push energy, and this is a pull energy. So one is pushing you in, the other one is pulling you out. That's what the gravity is. You can see it in astrology charts. But there is a time when the planets on retrograde mode, we are actually moving through that gravitational field, and we'll feel the effects on us because we are energy from within. So what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Any good suggestions from you guys? Meditation. Anyone else watches in the outdoor worldly places, like within the blink, you're a bright divine place and it's still present in 3D? Ah, there you go. Now we're talking about Josh is giving us an example of time slip. Meditation, yeah, we can talk about meditations if you guys want. You guys control the chant, so for Josh, that's a pretty good thing. Actually, you can see that lights for it. Astrology about twin flames. What planets can do when your twin flame come together? Violet home. That is a very good. The astrology and twin flames. We can look at it, the things for violet home. That's a pretty good idea as long as the chat goes with you. But you need to understand that the astrology doesn't show up who is your twin flame. For that is revealed through the gravitations within the spirit, the highest energy. For and one of the things that I can tell you about specifically within the energies about the twin flames and the situations from within, that is about it's a lot of the involvement of Uranus, however pronounce it, for you, and the rest of the planets in there. One of the things that is the correlations between Neptune and that Uranus for it. And we can talk about these aspects because they are the two planets that actually controls the telepathy. They controlling the energy of the universe and the visions from within, the projections of the universe from within you. For the rest of them, they're a little different, but in that esoteric astrology, those are the two planets. Specifically, if the two individuals have Uranus into of the one person and the Neptune of the other person, kind of like on the same place for it, then that aligns together. The gravitation's putting them together. So if you guys want to talk about twin flames and astrology, Sure, I'll go for it. I heard there is October, there was some alignment. Yes, in October, there is going to be some alignments but you need to remember that in October, there is also, there's going to be a lot of intense pressures, energies. So if the twin flames are not ready, I will talk more about it. That was the one of the reason I didn't, I stopped doing the weekly report. I am, I'm doing it for like little bit ahead because the people, they depending on the informations of the energy, they did not do the inner work. And some of the people I told certain things, they didn't did the certain things, and later on they called you, why it didn't happen? And I won't like, okay, remember what I told you so. And now I seen it even more to the study the timelines that we missing that when we focus on the future, we are not actually do the inner work at the present moment. And this is why when I do the astrogravitational daily report, kind of like doing it within the present to figure out more of the timelines for the people. So we're gonna talk about this. As long as you guys want it, that's fine. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put this as we are going to talking about twin flames and astrology. Is that how you guys want to title this? Let me know and we'll work on this. For or you want to keep the question the way it was? Astrology about twin flames. What planets can be aligned when your twin flame come together? Um, all right then. But tomorrow's talk is also going to be talking a little bit about this. Probably that's what we talk about, this timelines slip today. Because the energy can be there. You need to understand, and within the astrology, the energy, the gravitation can be there, but still, your inner self within the spirit, that's what you are as an energy for. You have the right to choose what you're going to do with the gravitations that's been given to you, the situations that you're put into it. And that is all life from within you. That is your free will to that standpoint. But if you have promises within the divine, they are going to be put the cramp out of you with gravitations to put you in a place where you need to be. You might not going to like it. You might not going to so on and so on. But for it, I don't want to know TS astrology, TF light about birthday. For well, you need to understand whoever lies to you, they lie to themselves. They're living in a lie. They're not in the present. And the way I see the incoming astrology stuff for it, things going to begin slowly to really change and powerful. Okay. Some of the astrologers, they don't want to do that much ahead. Some of the astrologers, they're looking to things, but they see what's coming and they're like, oops. Some of the people, some of the astrologers that I know, they're wondering about things. That's what happens when you read the tomorrow's newspaper, isn't it? But yeah, it's not about reading the tomorrow's newspaper. It's about that tomorrow's newspaper is brought at you. Well, I don't remember what was that movie that the dog was bringing the newspaper, and it was with the tomorrow's date, and this guy had to go and save some things for it. So that's what it is. What I'm going to leave you with is focus within yourself. Focus with what you're doing currently now in the present time, and that is going to put you to this. When you focus on the present time, okay, you're going to focus of right in here what you're going to put in, because this which is going to pour out is going to come back to you. And if you put positiveness, the positiveness goes away right here. If you put a negative, the negative is going to go around there. You put in energy. Okay, so it depends on the energy of the frequency and the vibrations. That energy is going to flow either fast, either slow, or that energy is going to get stuck. So it all depends of you. A lot of the people who are stuck in life, they're stuck right here. They're afraid of energy. They're afraid of love. They're afraid of what they are meant to be. So that's what it is. For Violet, beforehand, I'm a Taurus and he's a Cancer. Let's see what happens with astrology tomorrow's subject. And that's what me get to university is still present. The TF energy is going to be once you have an energy, consciousness, energy is exchanged with another person, that energy stays with you. Like it or not, it is what it is. That's what this is. Why? For whatever reason, it's a divine reasons for it. But that's what this is, Katie. So Violet, you're Taurus and he's in Cancer. Wow, you as a Taurus, yeah, probably a lot of stubbornness from within you. Cancer, he may be depends on his situations. Violet, that could lead to a softer side, a feminine side. Feminine energy is about family, but also can be a very, very kind of like sometimes even too strict for it, to go by the rules. And since you are a Taurus, you don't want to change things. So, for example, think about it like someone comes in and tells you you can't do this and this, and you are stubborn. It's like, no, I'm going to do it here and now. And you gotta be very careful with those two energies, a Taurus and a Cancer. However, if the Cancer understand that the Taurus is more pleased in the place where he's at, and especially if it comes to a food, because the Taurus decides to eat in a certain place, and the Cancer says, no, this is not the proper place for eating, and you're gonna be like, no, but I'm here. They don't understand you then. There is a conflict coming for who is more stubborn for. Okay? All right. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about astrology a lot. So get ready for yourselves. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. And thank you for everything. And I will see you in a little bit. All right. And you guys share. Let's share the love. And let's be what we are meant to be for. So, Mihal, thank you. Don't forget about you. I'm working on it. Just yesterday, I had so much stuff to do, personal stuff from within me. So, here's the love. I hopefully this kind of like helps you out. And here's the gift from universe, guys, to all of you. All right, guys, just be love, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow. Thank you so much.